He's the Bills wide receiver, former Vikings fifth-round pick out of Maryland, and one of our favorites, Stefon Diggs. Great appearance when we saw him in Minneapolis. Of course, the Minneapolis Miracle. And they got the defending Super Bowl champs coming up this Thursday night, and he joins us on behalf of Sax, S-A-X-X. They have something called Chief Ball Officers, and yes, it is underwear. We'll get to that in a moment, Stefon. Welcome back to the program. I'm curious. You got game on Thursday night. How often do you go back into the huddle and you say to Josh Allen, "Hey, how about we do this?" Or maybe we don't do this anymore?
With Josh, not so much because he's the person coming to me like this. Hey, let's do this right here. Like, I can't say exactly what he says, but he'll be like this, run this. You know what I'm saying, well, it's a lot of improv with me and Josh because I mean I feel like we've been together for 10 years playing wide receiver and quarterback, but we built enough chemistry that on the field, like if he likes something and he sees something, I got confidence in it because he saw it. You know what I'm saying, he's coming from the quarterback position, and if I like something, I'll tell him like, hey, I want this right here. He's like, all right. It's not too much. It's not too much of a abrasive or friction between me and him. It's more like, okay, let's make it work. We'll figure it out. So yeah.
Are you more concerned offensively about Jalen Ramsey or Aaron Donald?
A mixture of both. You got to know that they both can be a handful at times. They both can be hell of a players at any given time. They can change the game. So as a receiver, you know, I'm more so line to worry about the man in front of me. But you, in the back of your mind, you got to know that there is a lot of pressure being taken place. You just got to trust your O-line. I trust my O-line. I trust my quarterback. I got to just get open. My quarterback job told me to get open to catch the ball. So I'll just try my best at doing that.
Okay, what happens if Josh takes off and then you have to block, and Aaron Donald is chasing after Josh, and you might?
I'm gonna run through the wall for him every time, and Aaron Donald be in the wall. I'm gonna try my hardest.
What was your welcome to the NFL moment, good or bad?
I think in the preseason we played the Cowboys, and I had ran like a post, and the guy was left inside, and the ball was kind of inside, and I tried to catch the ball with my body instead of my hands, and they picked it. And I was like, yeah, I've never tried to catch the ball like that again. I was just trying to put my hands on it rather than body catching. But it was like so many little things, like just little things like that kind of picked me, especially my rookie year. I took my lumps my rookie year, and I learned a lot. And I had some success as a rookie, but not as much as I would have wanted, and I like to. So as far as opportunity wise, I just started owning in on, okay, every opportunity I get, I got to take full advantage of it.
How much advice did you give your brother when he first came into the league?
A whole lot. As far as how to carry yourself, how to approach being a pro, how guys will see you and how guys will look at you. My brother is somewhat like me, but he's a different sign, and he's the baby of the family. So he was he was a little different. I'm probably a little bit more outgoing, and my brother's a little bit more shy. If he doesn't know you, my brother might not even talk to you. So for me, I just try to give him some things to hang his hat on going into camp, as far as growing as a player, especially when you're young. Your first season, you shouldn't be really doing too much talking, just more so working, putting it on display, proving that you can you not only can play in this league, but you can be a good teammate too. So he took heed to it. He had a solid first year, but then I saw him in that second year. I really had a couple conversations with him about making that second year jump, and in my opinion, he made the jump as far as having some success, because his first year he had got his hands on eight balls and dropped 5 of them. So I was like, all right, if you only can catch half of those, you'll be fine. So he ended up catching more than half. So I was proud of him.
But you only want to teach him so much if you ever face off against him, right?
Yeah, I'm not really I'm not too concerned about it. I give him the game. My grandmother used to make what she used to make me, banana pudding. And even if she gave my mom the recipe, my mom still wouldn't have been able to make it how she can make it. So, it's all good.
I love that. But, you came in, I don't know if you had a chip on your shoulder. What were you, a fifth-round draft pick?
Yeah, I had the biggest Tostitos on my right shoulder. It was definitely something. Looking back, I'm in a different chapter in my life now, but I damn sure came in with a different kind of chip, just because it's just when you feel like you're talented and you feel like you missed out on some stuff. Like as far as like my opportunity, I feel like I got hurt a little bit in college, and I didn't never want to make any excuses for the things that I had going on. But when I got that opportunity in NFL, it was just like, damn, like I finally got my shot, my real shot to succeed and to really blossom. So it's a feel good story at this point.
But also, your father died. What were you, 14?
Yes, sir.
So you got to grow up quickly, and then are you kind of a father figure in the house a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Not a little bit more so. If you ask my younger siblings, I did it the best way I knew how, as far as like leading by example. So I'm not saying that I was perfect, but I definitely showed. We call it the blueprint. Me and my siblings, especially now because he has a son, and little Aiden, and I got a daughter. I want a boy too, but as far as like the blueprint of showing kids that it's okay to develop toughness. It's okay to love them up. It's okay to bring them to the deep end, but hold their hand too, because nobody wants to really have to do anything alone, and it's better to have a learning curve with somebody rather than by yourself. So for me, I was just trying to lead by example, starting off with discipline and commitment to the things that I wanted to do, and that's being playing football.
He's Stefon Diggs, the Bills wide receiver, joining us on behalf of Sax, Chief Ball Officers. So, all right, we're talking underwear, Chief Ball Officers here. What was your reaction when somebody says, "Hey, I got a product called Sax, and it's about underwear"?
Yeah. Well, it was a little bit of a different conversation, but I definitely, when I first had the conversation, I felt like it was an easy fit for me, especially considering I play wide receiver, I catch passes, I somewhat deal with balls to a certain extent before this new career, this new job application. So I was like, all right, that's not bad. And the fact that I had my brother with me, I think I couldn't have done it with anybody else but my brother. So it was a great fit.
I wanted to ask you about the back to school giveaway that you were handing out backpacks, and this was filled with supplies and gift cards. So you went to Tops where the mass shooting happened in Buffalo earlier this year. How did that impact you? And then this call of duty that you felt?
It was real heavy. Last time we visited, because when it happened, it was in the off season, and my team. I'm thankful to be on the team that I'm on, because everybody who considering everybody has a busy off season or has this, that, and the third going on. Our whole team was there. Our whole team, whether you flew back, whether you wherever you are, we all felt the need to come back and spend that time in that community. So when we got there, it was just so heavy. I feel like the spirit was heavy. There's a lot that had took place, and as a player, what I'm saying, you might not be, we not shopping. You might not shop at the grocery store. You might Instacart, or you might do this, or you might not do the run of the mill things. But in the back of your mind, you can guess the people that do. My mom shops at the grocery store. My daughter goes to the grocery store. My siblings go to the grocery store. So even if you're directly not doing those active things or doing X, Y, Z, your family is. And it could be anybody. What if your mom or cousin or anybody who was at the top to the top? So sorry, it just felt like something that I wanted to take a step back from my own life and be like, how can we go back in this community and, uplift some spirits? How can we go back into this community and make a difference? So at this point, hopefully it's something that I can do annually. But it was my goal and initiative was go back and, try to impact those kids, try to impact those that were directly affected in the situation, who lost out on siblings or caretakers or providers. So for me, it was not only Call of Duty, and I said it not too long ago. I feel like I'm doing my due diligence because I am a part of Buffalo's community, and I will be there for some years, hopefully a lifetime. But it's something that I feel like not only I should continue to carry on, trying to make my community better, but something that I should bring along some people as well.
How often does somebody bring up the Minneapolis Miracle?
I get it probably like I used to get it at least once a week back a couple of years back, but now I get it when I meet new people or they have something that they think of my name like this. Man, that catch you had in Minnesota, man, it was crazy. I was like, yeah, I've had some better years since then, so I'm not trying to put that in the past or nothing, but things not going too bad at my new place.
You're easy to root for. I wish you well. Good luck against the Rams on Thursday night, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, boss. I appreciate it. Nice chatting with you.
Stefon Diggs. I like that he says, as a wide receiver, I somewhat deal with balls to a certain extent. Thank you, Todd.